How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to another video. Yes, I've been gone for a few days, basically from Friday to Sunday. No one really saw me. I was streaming over at Twitch full time, pretty much morning to night. We did about 47 hours worth of streaming in those 3 days. It was absolutely phenomenal. For those of you that jumped in and out, thank you so much. I appreciate all the support that was given. It was a lot of fun, and having, explaining the story and conversing and just mingling with you was just great during that time. Of course, there is a lot of news to get through today, so I'm going to jump straight in. But if you do find this video useful, informative, or simply want to support the channel and get this video noticed more, hit that like button, subscribe, hit that bell to stay up to date with all content I release. It really helps with the YouTube algorithm. It really helps with YouTube pushing this content out. You can support me further through my YouTube membership, the super thanks at the bottom right, or simply leaving a comment below. And of course, there's always a Patreon, which I do still need to improve. But improvements are coming. That said though, on with the video, and as you can see here, the first screen that you're seeing is of course Dawntrail, the pre-order. If you haven't actually got to this point yet, I guess you can hold off, because you can't really access Dawntrail until you get to that point after Endwalker. So don't feel rushed into doing it, but it is a good expansion and the story is actually really good, and it does add 2 classes. Now, during the early access, there was a number of problems on PC, on PlayStation, and of course Xbox. But you know what? The PC problems, which basically broke a whole instance and no one could really do it because the boss instant kills you, no one really made a big deal about it. It kind of was there, and Square Enix worked on a fix and fixed it. Sony had major problems where they couldn't sign into the actual game. PlayStation users were basically not able to update or log into the game. No real coverage. But here, when it's an Xbox game, and it's a Windows Central article as well, we have to over-exaggerate. Final Fantasy XIV Dawntrail is horrifically broken on Xbox, when all it is that the servers were extremely congested and Xbox basically was having a hard time transitioning between areas. The fix is coming, it may already be there by now, but you see the difference in the tone language, how Xbox-centric websites want to absolutely shit on a Xbox product. And then they moan at why everyone else is doing it. Well, if you're doing it, why not anyone else? But just remember that when a PC problem appeared that applied to pretty much everyone, no one cared. They'll deal with it. When the PlayStation users couldn't log in, no one cared. They'll deal with it. You had them, the ones that couldn't log in, moaning, but you didn't see an article about it. But come along to Final Fantasy XIV where they can log in and do content and have the options to actually rectify it by going over to one of the less congested servers to actually resolve this problem. Nope, that's not good enough. What can I say? Anyway, moving on to other news. Insider Gaming. Xbox could be getting direct GeForce Now integration. Now, this is going to be huge. Now, how this is going to work, I really don't know. Is it going to... I mean, it says integration, and we are seeing examples here on this page where you see GeForce Now, and you can see here GeForce Now included with GeForce Now. Now, how this is going to work or how this is going to actually integrate, I don't know. Will we get like a separate page with all the games now on GeForce Now for those people that are paying GeForce Now? I mean, you can obviously play GeForce Now right now on your Xbox through the browser. So there's nothing really stopping this from happening with a native app. I guess you could do this and play it with cloud gaming and then GeForce Now. Now, I know we're saying a lot of nows now, right? But hear me out. I've been saying that Microsoft should partner with Nvidia for GeForce Now for quite some time now, because the market quality right now, nothing is catching Nvidia. They are way ahead of the pack. And so if Microsoft can actually partner with them and maybe even have it included within Game Pass Ultimate, or maybe even, at this point, I can't see them not increasing the tier by a couple of quid if they're going to include this. There's just too much value there. But maybe they won't. Who knows? Or maybe they're going to include a new tier with Game Pass Ultimate with GeForce Now, and instead of it being $12.99 like it is now, maybe it will be $14.99, just a couple of bucks more. And you know what? That's still a good deal, believe me. And hopefully they'll give you access to the 4080 tier, which is the really, you know, the big tier, and not just the mid tier. But you know, it will give you good service. But my hope is that they're going to give you the native app and allow you to go in, and then obviously it won't have anything to do with Game Pass, and it will allow you to sign up to their service and play their, you know, use their cloud servers and play. But will you get access to all the PC games? I mean, you should technically, like you do right now on the browser. This is actually pretty good. As we know, on PC, you now have Epic Game Store, Steam, and Xbox to choose from. And if you're a Game Pass owner, you don't even have to buy the game. It actually just integrates with Game Pass Ultimate. And, you know, or even if you've bought the game on the Microsoft Store, it works. So could be actually really cool, depending on how it's implemented. Time will tell whether it's going to be implemented or if it's real. But at the moment, it could be. So take it with a grain of salt, and we'll see how it goes. But exciting times ahead. If this is going to happen and it's going to be a native app, this is a good thing. So Sega has suffered financial losses, 6.6 billion yen, which roughly is about $41 million lost this fiscal year. Now, this is due to them cancelling projects, cancelling games, and, you know, restructuring within the organization. So there's been a lot of things happening. So they've been hit quite hard. Now, obviously, a lot of people are seeing this as the gateway into Microsoft buying Sega or merging with Sega. If there ever was a time for this to happen, this would probably be it. Now, whether this happens or not is one thing. I can't see it happening while the FTC case is still going, but that should hopefully end soon. This could possibly be announced by the end of the year. Now, the one thing I will say is this. If that merger does go through and it happens, I'm under belief that those games that are acquired through the merger with Sega should remain multi-platform, and Microsoft will put all those games on Game Pass day one, increasing the value of Game Pass, and everyone else has to pay for it. That's simple, and then I don't think anyone will have a problem. Again, you'll have the whole conversation with new IP and everything else, but with the amount of publishers that Microsoft is buying at the moment, there has to be a point where they need to start, you know, giving out some. Otherwise, they're going to be in a position where they're going to own everything, and that's not a position no one wants them to be in. I know right now the Xbox fanboys are going to be going, well, why want Microsoft to own everything? But when they do that, and then they say, right, we're going to increase our prices from $70 to $150, and Game Pass is going to go from $12.99 to $24.99 or $29.99, then everyone's going to have a big problem, and no one's going to be able to say anything. This is why the regulators are there to stop things like this happening. This is why competition is good, and you don't want either party going away. So, you know, I can see this potentially happening, especially with the good relationship that Microsoft has with Sega, but I think it should be treated carefully. And, you know, as long as it brings more value to my Game Pass, that's all I care. But good stuff. I mean, Sega do make a lot of games I enjoy, so let me know what you think in the comment section below and how you feel about this. That said though, thanks so much for watching. We do have more videos coming over the next couple of days with reaction videos, news videos, streams, a whole bunch of stuff. If you do want to continue supporting what I do, simply being here and hitting that like button is more than enough. That is free. Subscribing is also free. You can also support me further by using the super thanks button in the bottom right hand corner, or of course becoming a YouTube member, which if you become a supporter plus, you actually get content earlier than everyone else. That's it. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Remain good.